Pacmanic's tax champion here. Some people think, geez, you're full of yourself, calling yourself a champion, but I'm not a champion. I wish I was. Anyway, no, we champion tax here at Paris Financial, and we champion small business people and all the efforts and the risks that they take. And we like to think of ourselves, the whole of us here at Paris Financial, as pretty good at the small business tax and doing the best we can for our clients. Anyway, the tax champion. I'm here today to talk to you about professional indemnity insurance, and specifically for white collar businesses. So I know I've got a blue collar today, and look, I think you need some blue collar approach when you're talking about professional indemnity insurance, but we're talking about white collar stuff. So talking about all of you professionals, accountants and architects and medicals and physios and allied health and all of those professional people when they go into business. So professional indemnity insurance sounds easy, doesn't it? Indemnity, you're indemnified against everything. Fill out the forms, send them off to the insurance company, and you are covered and set for life. Think again. It doesn't work like that. The real world does not work like that. This is what actually happens with professional indemnity insurance. You sign the forms and pay the premiums, and off you go. And many professionals out there, we're general practitioners, so every now and again GPs are going to make mistakes. Now, if your kid makes a mistake, you often say as a parent, and I've got kids myself, you often say, son or daughter, you've got to learn from your mistakes. Forget that with professional indemnity insurance. If you make a mistake, you are gone. So anyway, you make a mistake, something happens, and there's a loss of money to a client or a patient, or something's happened. Then you look to put in a claim. All right, so when you put in a claim, you better be ready for one hell of a street fight. And probably the emphasis is probably on the word hell, because it is difficult. And what happens is you put in the claim, ring the insurance company, tell them to be aware of a claim you're putting in. Soon as that claim goes in, whoosh, straight off to the lawyers, and bang, you're in a fight. All right, so what the lawyers will do is they will set you against your client. In most cases, I know I'm generalising, but there's no point in beating around the bush. You've got to have a real world understanding of professional indemnity insurance. And using that blue collar approach and talking in the Australian vernacular, and close your ears here if you don't want to hear this, but you need to be as cunning as a shit-house rat. Meaning that lawyer is going to call you and ask about your claim. And when you answer that person's questions about the claim, you better understand everything about the 23 or 24 pages of your insurance contract, because that lawyer wants you trapped into not getting the money back on the claim that you're trying to do. Now, I'm sure many of you have had experiences about insurance, but with professional indemnity insurance, it is a street fight. So do what you can to get ready for that in small business. And what I've suggested in a recent article actually is to go and watch Fight Club, not just for Brad Pitt, but watch Fight Club. It is sensational to show you how a street fight happens, because you've got to be ready. You're going to be trapped at any time, and you're dealing most likely with a client who is a friend or an associate of a friend, and it is extraordinarily difficult. So we've had clients go through these claims. It's stress, stress, stress. Try your best to get through it. I can't give you any professional advice on this video. You'll need to get personal advice, but the best way to get advice is probably the bloke at the pub or someone else who's pretty good at the old street fight. So wish I could help you more, but when you put in the claim, just get ready. Toodle-oo.